Hello, my friends. It's Pedro Echeverría here. I'm the CEO of Mission First Group here in San Antonio, Texas. And today I want to showcase this great opportunity. I love this house. It's a brand new community, a Century community, Century Homes. And it's located right in the Cinco Lakes area of San Antonio off of Highway 90. I think this is a fantastic opportunity. The finishes are gorgeous, but let's go inside and check it out. And don't miss, because at the end, I'm gonna go over numbers, payment, breakdown of down payments, different types of loans, and overall give you all the information. We're all about transparency here. So let's go inside and check it out.
Here we go.
Money, money, making crap for money, money, money.
The office right here, I love how spacious it is. You have two big windows in the front, plenty of space. But remember, this is a model home. So understand that it's gonna have a lot of bells and whistles. It doesn't mean that the one you buy is gonna come exactly as this one, but the layout will be the same. This is a 4-bedroom home, 2.5 bath, with a family room upstairs that I think is fantastic, and you're gonna love it. Office looks amazing. Floors, you have a vinyl plank floor that is very nice, looks very luxurious, kind of like wood. As you come in to the right side, you're gonna have your powder room, and it's pretty roomy compared to a lot of the ones I've seen before. Have your little sink area right here. I think it's really nice. When you come into the kitchen, I don't know about you, but I love white finishes, white cabinets, that clear tone. I think it just is very clean. I like how it feels, very zen-like, super clean, super nice. So you have big cabinets that go almost to the top. Beautiful. You also have a beautiful quartz countertop with some beige accent tones. This property will come with all the appliances. I can get you the fridge, washer, dryer, as well as everything that's already with the house, like the stove, the fridge, microwave, and dishwasher. Follow me around. I also really like the new modern open floor plans, how nice it is. But you have the dining room area in between the living room and the kitchen. So super easy access for when you're cooking. It's all right here. Very spacious. Lots of natural lighting over here. Now this community is called Cinco Lakes. The reason why that is, if you don't speak Spanish, there's 5 lakes in this community. So people here have access to the lakes to go fishing, to do a lot of different outdoor activities. And they also have some available lots literally right next to the lakes. So if that's something you like, I think that's a great opportunity. Living room is very spacious, very open. You have some nice windows, plenty of lighting all throughout. But let me show you the primary bedroom. I think you're gonna love it. Look at this. I mean, you can fit a king size bed. Lighting coming in everywhere. You have plenty of room to have your little nightstands on each side. Plenty of space. The house will not come with this, but it's something you could have a handyman, or you can do it yourself. Very affordable and easy to do. Look at this closet, guys. I have a lot of clothes, so I'm sure you do too. You could easily share it between, you and your spouse, or even if it's just you, you have plenty of room. I could see myself putting all the shoes already here, all the coats, everything right there. Very nice. Little closet right here, toiletries, towels, that type of stuff. We come inside, double vanity, very open. It matches the one at the kitchen, so it's the same, keeping that uniformity all throughout. You have a beautiful tub. It's not your standard little tub that you see. It's a big one. It's very nice. You got some tile around it as well. Window. Then you have your shower. A lot of people turn tubs into showers. Well, you have both. So if you want to just, I have a tub in my house, but we don't use it. I always jump in the shower. My wife uses it for for the dogs and for herself and my daughter, but I never really get in the tub. So if you're like me, you have your shower as well. You have all this area here for the towels, toiletries, and then you have your little toilet area. Read your magazines, whatever you do, that's up to you. But it's a nice little area. Let me go show you the rest of the home. When you come back to the main area, right across from the kitchen, you're gonna have the stairs. Nice and tucked in, it flows really well. Then you're gonna have the entrance from the garage. So you bring in the groceries straight from the garage inside the home. But over here, you have your little mud area. You can set up all your coats and everything. You can have one built or you can buy one already made. Big closet right here. Very spacious. For a lot of homes, they use a closet like this for the laundry room, but you actually have a laundry room. This is the appliances that I can get you with the home. Brand new washer and dryer. They're gonna have their own warranties, just like any other appliance in the home. Let's go upstairs. So we're here. My favorite part of the house. I like to have separate areas, an area for the kids and an area for the adults. Maybe the adults are downstairs or maybe the other way around, but you have a family room. If you want, some people like to just leave the living room downstairs for visitors and they use the one upstairs as their own. But it could also be a man cave, could be a secondary office area. As you see, you have plenty of space for another desk, your little area to work, and then there's plenty of space for the kids. I would probably set up here, if it was me, probably have a projector. Nice big old screen right here, really nice. Going into the first guest bedroom. Super spacious, queen size bed in here. 2 nightstands, easily comfortable. You have plenty of distance from the bed to the wall and the dresser. Windows, plenty of natural lighting. And this house, what I like is that they also have it in a 5-bedroom. If that's something you want to do, you can semi-customize it. These are new built homes, so they're not going to customize a lot of things. But this builder, they will add that extra bedroom if you like this floor plan. So just keep that in mind. Closet is very spacious. It's a walk-in closet. And I really like how they have a window. Doesn't feel like a little dungeon. Very spacious walk-in closet for the kids, for the guests. Very nice. Coming to the guest bathroom. Full bathroom, beautiful. I mentioned keeping the uniformity all throughout. Countertops, cabinets are the same color. Little window. As you can see, plenty of lighting. This builder likes to do a lot of windows, and I love windows. So over here you have your shower and tub combination. This is your standard tub, but you do have some actual tile in the back, not that little plastic stuff. Nice shower head. Perfect for guests, for kids. When you come right out, you're gonna have a big old storage closet. So, I mean, as you can see, they have it set up for like kids' toys, games. You could do it for that or even office materials. Another little closet. It's very small, so I'm not gonna show it to you, but it's another one. You can never have enough storage in a house. Going into the third guest bedroom. Very nice. Really, really nice. Plenty of space. This is Military City, USA, San Antonio. This house itself is pretty close. It's about 10 minutes from Lackland Air Force Base. There's so much shopping in here on this area off of Highway 90 and 1604. They have brand new Costco's, Sam's Clubs, HEBs, so many hospitals here. You also have BAMC Hospital, Lackland. You can get to downtown from Highway 90, where we stand right now, all the way to downtown in about 15 minutes. Just a straight shot. It's a really, really nice location. And it's very close to Castroville. Small German town down the street, about 10 minutes or so. Beautiful place to visit, to have good food, good snacks, and butcher shops that are really good. Big old walk-in closet in here as well. Spacious for the kids. I mean, this is more than enough for a guest bedroom, in my opinion. Final bedroom, same size, same everything. Plenty of windows, plenty of lighting, very spacious, queen size beds, nightstands on each side, and you still have some room. And this closet, I mean, I'm telling you, it's hard to find new construction in the 300s or even less that has big closets. A lot of them give you a bunch of rooms, but the sacrifice is the closets. So I like this in a 4-bedroom, but like I said, you have the option to do it in a 5-bedroom. It is up to you. I think it's a fantastic opportunity. But let me show you the backyard. And don't skip this, because after the backyard, we're going to talk about all the numbers and everything you need to know. If you're looking in San Antonio, this is a great area not only for you to live in, but even when you're here for a little while and you want to rent it at some point. Great area. Lackland Air Force Base being so close, we have PCSs happening every year. So this is a great area even for Airbnb, for basic training graduations. Keep that in mind. Let's go downstairs and show you the backyard. One of the great things that I like about this builder in this community in Cinco Lakes, most builders around this area, you're gonna see 40 to 45 foot lots in the 300s price range. This one in the 300s price range, you're gonna have a 50-foot lot, which is more of the luxury level when we're talking to the 500Ks and above. So 50-foot lots, 40 to 45-foot homes in this area. So let's go outside, check it out. I think you're gonna love the backyard because, like I said, it does make a difference when the lot is way wider than your standard little rectangle. So let's go. You have an awesome covered patio with a slab of concrete. So it's already covered here. You have the option, if you later on, you can add a deck like this. The house you buy, it's not gonna have this deck, but it gives you an idea of what you can do with it. You're gonna have the nice siding that is a mixture of concrete and wood. So it'll give you that durability. All these new homes, they get treated for termites. So if you have a VA loan, if you're a veteran, this is a great opportunity. They're already treated. You have the option always to get your own inspection, or you can just proceed with the one that the builder does. Even though I always recommend doing one. As an agent, I always want to take care of you as a buyer. So we're always going to do an inspection. And then once we have that report, we can submit it and get the builder to make all the repairs necessary. But look at this lot. Look how wide it is. This is what I'm talking about. It is super, super wide. Plenty of space for the kids. Let me walk so you can feel how spacious this is. I mean, you could easily do everything you wanted here. Super wide, super huge. It's gonna have a couple trees in the house, irrigation, front and back. What else? What else could you want? So, the time is here. Let's go inside and let's talk numbers to see if it makes sense for you. Follow me.
All right, my people, we're finally at the part of the video where I break down the numbers for you all. I'm all about transparency for my clients. I want you to have realistic expectations before you go out there. I don't want you to be tricked, be fooled by anybody. So I like to do some numbers, as you all know, so that you have real numbers before you go out there. Quick disclaimer before I get started. I am not a licensed loan officer nor a licensed tax appraiser. Okay, these are just estimates. So with that being said, let's get to it. Starting, the asking price for this home is $389,990. Okay, that is the price. We're estimating closing costs of 4%. I'm giving a little bit more, going a little bit higher. It's better to be safe than sorry. So we're estimating 4% of closing costs. If you don't know, closing costs are a combination of lender fees, title fees, tax fees, combination of a lot of things that are put together, and that's how the closing costs come about. So we're estimating 4%, which is $15,599. So you're going to hear me use this number multiple times for every scenario because it's not going to change. It's based off the price of the home. Okay, so let's do the most commonly used types of loans, which are FHA, conventional, VA, and of course cash. For FHA, you can get up to a 3.5% down payment, first time home buyer, 3.5%, which when you do the math, it is $13,649.65. Okay, so that is the down payment. Now, when we add the closing cost to it, which I told you was $15,599, your cash to close, it is $29,248. That is the cash to close. Okay, how do I get the cash to close? Just add the down payment plus the closing cost. Now, the interest rate for government loans that they're offering in this community is going to be 4.875 interest rate, 4.875. Okay, which is a lot less than any lenders outside if you're not using the in-house lender, which I always recommend. Use the in-house lender with new construction. Why not get 2 points less of your mortgage interest rate, have a less payment, and enjoy your life even more? Save a little bit more money every month. Okay. Payment, you're looking at around $2,800. It's in the 2,800s. Could be a little bit less, a little bit more, but it's roughly in that 2,800 mark for FHA, 3.5% with 4.875 interest rate. Going to conventional. Conventional, I'm doing 3 scenarios, 5%, 10%, and 20% down payment. If we do 5%, you're looking at $19,499.50. That is the down payment. We add the closing cost to that, which brings you a total of $38,098 cash to close. When we do 10%, you're looking at $38,999 down payment. When we add the closing cost to that, you're looking at $54,598 cash to close. When we do 20% down payment, you're looking at $77,998 plus closing costs. You're looking at $93,597 cash to close. Now the interest rate for conventional they're offering, you can get up to a 4.5 interest rate, which is extremely low. Right now I'm seeing conventional interest rates in 6.9, 6.8. So this is pretty good, really good. Payment wise, you're looking monthly, roughly in the 2,600s monthly payment. Now, you would ask yourself, why would I want to do 10%, 20% down payment when I could just do 5%? That is totally up to you. You have that option. If you could afford a little bit more down payment, maybe you want to knock down some of that principal, that is definitely a great option. And also, if this is a secondary home or an investment home, the lender is most likely going to want you to give a bigger down payment. And if you get to 20% down payment, well, guess what? You get rid of your private mortgage insurance, which an FHA is always going to be a part of the life of the loan forever. So just keep that in mind for the 30 years. All right. So let's get to VA, which is my favorite type of loan. If you're a veteran, active duty, I want to thank you for your service. Truly, truly appreciate everything you've done and everything you're doing. As a former Air Force person, serviceman, I love taking care of my veterans, and I love for them to take advantage of this great benefit that they have, something they've earned, they fought for. So please, please take advantage. And if you want to use it multiple times, reach out to me. I've bought multiple properties with my VA loan, and I've also built a custom home from scratch using a VA construction loan, which I can also help you with. Okay. So VA, we know that we don't have a down payment. So 0% down payment, no down payment. Cash to close, we're only bringing in closing costs, right? That is the total cash to close. So closing costs, $15,599. Okay. Interest rate, same as FHA. We're looking at 4.875, which brings your payment to that $2,800 range monthly. Understand that if you have 10% or more disability, or you're a Purple Heart recipient, you don't have origination fees. So that closing costs may be a little bit less, maybe $1,000, $2,000 less. Now let's go to cash. Cash. Well, we don't have any lender fees, right? All we have is some title fees, some tax fees, things of that nature to close, but it's not as much. So we're going to estimate 2% closing costs, which it is $7,799. That's all you're bringing to the table. Okay. Now I want to talk about some other fees that are important to know. HOA fee in this community you're looking at $450 annually, which if you divide it by 12, you're looking at $37 monthly. Home insurance, I'm estimating roughly $800 to $900 a year. If you divide it by 12, you're looking at around $75 to $80 a month. Now the tax rate for this community is 2.0, but understand the first year when you close on a home is going to be lower, right? Because they're only taking into account the land. The next year, they're going to consider the home that's already in the property. So it's going to go up. It's going to be higher. So just keep that in mind. Don't be surprised when it goes up. Okay. But you could always make sure you file for your homestead exemption here in Texas. And if you're 100% disabled veteran, well, this doesn't even matter to you because you don't have property tax. Yay. Take advantage. Now, I want to tell you some of the great amenities that I really love about this community. The name Cinco Lakes. If you speak Spanish, then you know it stands for 5 lakes, right? Which they do have them. It's not just a name. They have 5 lakes that all the people that live there, all the residents, can use for catch and release. They also have a pool, a park, and they have great walking trails. That whole part of town has a lot of nature activities that you can partake in. Beautiful, beautiful area. Concessions. Concessions that the builder and the lender are offering. Well, guess what? Remember all those closing costs that we talked about? The lender and the builder are covering all of them. So for the numbers I talked about at the beginning, you're only bringing your down payment. Okay, only your down payment. Think about that $15,499 number that I kept repeating. That is covered. Okay, keep that in mind. All appliances are covered, including washer, dryer, and refrigerator. And I can get you blinds as well all throughout the house. Warranties, you have a 210 warranty. So you have 2-year structure, plumbing, electrical, all those major things inside the home. Those are covered, 2 years. You have 1 year bumper to bumper, so door to door, if you will. Pretty much anything inside the home. But understand, if you did some damage yourself, maybe you punch a hole in the wall, that is not covered, okay? And then you have your 10-year foundation warranty, your appliances. If you register them, make sure when you buy a new home, you register those appliances as soon as possible after you close. That'll give you an extra, usually it's 5 years extended warranty on your appliances. Do that, okay? I want to take some time to remind you all the importance of not going to new construction by yourself. Don't go alone when you're shopping for new homes. Understand that the sales reps work for the builder, not necessarily for you. You want representation, someone that is going to fight for you. So make sure you call me before you go out there. Even if you just want to browse some options, you just want to know what the area is like, call me. That is totally fine. Do not go by yourself. The builder is covering my compensation. So why not take advantage of someone that's been doing it for many years, knows how to deal with these people, and is there to fight for you. I'm the one that's going to hold them accountable, make sure they do what they promise, make sure they deliver on time, make sure if anything comes up, I'm the one getting on everybody's butt, getting on everyone's behind. Okay, so just remember that. Do not go by yourself. Call me. I'm going to leave my number right here on the screen and the description. Okay, I'm here for you guys. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to fight for you. Buying a home is something that either we all have or we all want. And 9 times out of 10 is the most expensive investment we'll ever make in our lives. So it is to be taken with the most seriousness and professionalism. And that's what I deliver. I'm here for you guys. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like it. Call me before you go anywhere when you're looking at homes, whether existing or new, or if you want to build from scratch, I am your guy. I will fight for you to the very end. You all have a blessed day, and I wish you all the best. Bye-bye.